Hello, this is Misha at CitizenServe. Today I'm going to show you how our cloud-based land management software supports issuing short-term rental licenses and doing rental inspections. We're here on the Citizen Portal, which is a configurable site included with the CitizenServe software subscription. It's easy for rental owners to apply by clicking this Apply for a License link on the portal homepage. New users could register for a portal account here, but I'm going to log into my existing account. And now I'm directed to the license application page. I select the application type I want, in this case, the vacation rental license, and I'll select the vacation rental subtype. CitizenServe will build all of your license types and subtypes using custom fields. Now I can enter the name of the rental. CitizenServe includes an address database that returns parcel and ownership information. We load your best parcel data, or we can interface to your assessor's office or GIS system to populate the addresses in your municipality. As you can see, when we entered address information, we're pulling back parcel and property ownership data. And now we can complete this online application. CitizenServe is configurable. This application was built for this demo environment, but we would build your applications based on your existing paper or digital forms. Using dynamic fields such as the HOA field, we can present additional questions based on the answers provided, which means we can show your applicants just the information they need to fill out. We can pull in the property owner from the parcel data, or I have the option of adding a new owner in case that change was made before the parcel information was updated. The red hash indicates a required field, and you get to dictate which fields you want to require to ensure you get completed applications. We can add custom fields to collect any data related to your short-term rentals, including this advertising information. I'm going to add the VRBO property ID for this rental here. Now I can upload submittal documents. We have options to upload a single file or multiple files in one question. With CitizenServe, you can require any number of submittal documents, and we'll store them in the cloud with no size limit and no charge for storage space. We'll just select some off my computer. And now I'm ready to accept the terms and conditions. Now, we can do a checkbox like this, or we could collect a signature, whatever you would prefer. This button saves my application to my portal profile. The Save and Add Another button submits this form and allows me to start a second application on a blank form. But I'm going to submit my short-term rental license application now. And now I'm going to be directed to the payment processor so that I can pay for this short-term rental license application. And here we'll enter in credit card information. Here we see receipt information, but let's take a look at the emails that have come through since I've submitted my application. Here's the first email that says my application was received. This includes header information about the file, plus an all-important link that will take me as the business applicant back to the portal so I can look at this file. These emails can be configured to your specifications. This is all done through HTML. And here's the receipt email showing the amount paid with the same file header information and a link back to my application on the portal. Let's take a look at what that application looks like now that I've submitted it. I can look at all my submitted projects through the My Accounts tab. We'll view our requests, and I'll select My Business Licenses, and then I'll select this license number. Here we can see the project information laid out on our screen with header information, a Google image that can be updated on the staff side, plus tools on the left-hand side. If you notice the tabs at the center of the screen, the License tab displays the application that was submitted, including the answers provided. The Reviews tab is going to show the review route that was assigned to this project. CitizenServe can support both consecutive and concurrent reviews. In this particular project, the vacation rental license review has to be completed by the business licensing department before it will trigger other reviews to happen at the same time. You can also see that we have a vacation rental inspection built into this workflow route. Up on the Documents tab, we can see all of the documents that have been uploaded, and over time, as documents are generated, we'll see them here as well. And finally, the Inspections tab shows us that vacation rental inspection This is also where the additional inspection history will display. I've just submitted an online license application and payment through the Citizen portal. Now let's jump over to the staff side of CitizenServe so you can see how we can review this application. We're logged in as Derek in the Business Licensing Department. He's responsible for the first task on the vacation rental license, so we'll click on that task now to open the review activity. Here's the business license project. We can see that it's a license by the briefcase icon and the title at the top of the screen. Each project also includes an image, which can be updated, plus the file number, address, and project description. We're looking at a task on the Reviews tab, and we could click between the other tabs to see the information there. But CitizenServe is browser-based, so I'll click the ... This is the More Information button, and in this case, it will open a license application in a new tab. I could compare the application and the review activity side by side on two monitors if I wanted. But this is the same application that I completed on the portal. You can see additional staff-only fields, such as the dollar amounts and dates at the top of the form. Let's change the status to Under Review, and this change will be reflected on the portal, so the applicant will see this update. As we scroll down, you can see the same questions that I answered through the portal. Let's begin our review process by checking out the ad for this rental property. CitizenServe can use the data collected on the application to create dynamic links, so that when I click the VRBO website, I open the submitted ad. CitizenServe can also integrate with third-party systems. In reviewing the ad, I can see that it sleeps 5 and that it's a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom property. This is not what the applicant submitted. So let's update the information provided by the applicant. We'll change total occupancy and total bedrooms. Fees can be based on the license type, subtype, or on custom fields on the application. This application charges a set fee for vacation rentals, and the fee was collected at the portal. But you can also add manual or ad hoc fees to the project by clicking the Add Fees button. We'll load any manual fees so that you can select them here. I'll add a $25 miscellaneous fee to this application. And now we'll save. You can also track payments using the Add Payments button. I can enter the payment type. I can add a reference. I can select the contact or add one to show who paid, and then enter the amount. And when I save, it adds the payment to the bottom of the form. This is just a little about how CitizenServe can support cashiering on your business licenses. Let's click back over to that Review tab, and let's look at what we can do to track our review progress. Let's review a document that was uploaded on the application. We'll click the Document Markup tool, and we'll select the driver's license. The Document Markup tool is browser-based and doesn't require any additional application download to use. I can immediately see that this driver's license is invalid because it's expired. So let's grab the rejected stamp and we'll drag it onto our document. This stamp includes the title, the user's name, and the date. Let's add a manual comment to this stamp. Now I'm going to add an arrow shape to point out the issue with this license. Note in the blue bar on the left, I can edit this object. I can rename it from arrow to expired license. I'll change the line color to green. And I can change the line thickness. I can also add a comment by selecting the Common Comments book. This loads a series of comments that can be filtered and grouped. Now I'll select the comment I want, and I can even edit this. I'll go ahead and save the changes. Now let's imagine that I've already verified the other uploaded documents. This document markup tool is fully integrated. When I close that document selector, you now see the comments I added to our license have transferred to the review activity and can be used in documents or communications with the applicant. We found some issues with the uploaded license, so let's send an email to notify the applicant. CitizenServe makes communicating with the applicant easy. We just select Send Email from the toolbar. Then we select the template for our email. CitizenServe will define as many templates as you need, and you have the option to edit your communications on the fly. When I click the More Information button, I can select the recipient for this email. If I wanted to add additional text to the message, I could do that here. But remember, I'm using a template, so let's preview it by clicking this button. So here we see the preview of that template with the comments that we added to our markup tool. We could edit this communication from here, otherwise we'll just send. When the applicant uploads a valid license, we'll be notified and we can complete this activity. But for now, we'll just complete it and give it an appropriate status. On Save, my view changes to show the workflow route where the activity was assigned. When I click the Review tab again, my view changes to show all routes on the project. Remember that CitizenServe is configurable. We can set up a simple license with no review route, as well as complicated workflow routes with multiple reviews by different entities, or anything in between. Now that the first task in this review route is complete, we can see that additional reviews have been assigned to other staff. Let's log in as Jordan in the Planning and Zoning Department to complete their review activity. Now I'm logged in as Jordan, and I can see the task for the beach rental on my task list. I'll click on the task name to open the activity. Now this looks very similar to what Derek just completed in the licensing department. In addition to using the common comments for the review, CitizenServe can create a checklist for your reviewers to complete, or you can have a mix of both of those features. Jordan is in Planning and Zoning, so let's take a look at the map to see if this property has the correct zoning. Anytime you see a map pin, you can access mapping features. CitizenServe can interface with your GIS system or can load your GIS layers to give you the information you need to complete your tasks. I'll click on the zoning layer, and now I can verify the zone information. If the zoning data is included in your parcel information, we can also import this data and display it in the property record. Now I'll exit out of the map and we'll add a comment. We can load your existing common comments into the system during your implementation, or we can allow your staff to add comments and then we'll gather them up to create a common comments book after your implementation. And that's at no charge. It's included as part of your complete customer care model. Now I'll complete this activity and I'll add some hours to track my time. When I complete a workflow activity, I'm taken to the workflow route for this project, and I can see that 2 of these tasks are now complete. We also see that Nicole in the building department has a vacation rental license review activity to complete. So let's log in as Nicole and we'll see how she does her work. As Nicole, I'm going to access the vacation rental license review task in my task list. In this instance, no additional review is needed, so I'll add that as a comment to this review activity. Remember, CitizenServe will configure your review workflow to reflect your actual process. It can be a complex review that includes multiple departments and specific checklists for reviewers to complete, or it can be a simple application review by one user. When I complete this activity and I check the workflow, I can see that the vacation rental inspection has been activated and now appears on the inspector's task list. I've logged in as Liam in the building department, and I'll open the vacation rental inspection. The inspector uses the Common Comments book, which now shows comments related to rental properties. I can walk the property and check off the comments that apply. And remember, we can create different comment groups to help narrow the display of comments on your screen. CitizenServe is device aware, So I could use the camera to take a photo with my laptop. But I can also use the paperclip icon to select photos from my photo library. Once I select my photo, I can give a brief description, and I can set my document source. In this case, it's a photo. Now that I've added inspection comments and uploaded a photo, I'll set the completion date and status as not ready. And it's very easy to schedule a follow-up inspection. I just click the calendar icon. Then I set a start date, a due date, and save. Now a follow-up inspection is added to this project. I can see the inspection history here on the Inspections tab, and I can also see them on the Review tab because they're part of the workflow route. Now let's imagine that 2 weeks have passed, and it's time to complete the reinspection. Liam opens the inspection activity from his task list. He can walk the site and note, no issues found. If he wants to upload other photographs, he can do that. So let's pass this inspection. We'll generate a new inspection report. I'll select a recipient using the More Information button. And now I'll send. And we'll save to complete this activity. In the Reviews tab, I can see the status of all workflow steps at a glance. With the completed and passed inspection, the license can be issued. So I'll log back in as Derek to complete the final step in the workflow. Here is Derek's task list. I'll scroll down to select the Review Complete activity. I want to open the permit, so I click the More Information button. And now the license opens in a new tab. I'll change the status to Issued. This populates the approval date and issue date fields. The expiration date will be added when the certificate is generated. I do that by clicking the Generate Document icon here. And I select the Vacation Rental License from the template selector. Now I generate the document. I can review the form, use the Edit button to make any last-minute changes, or just save the document. And I'm returned to the Documents tab where I can see the certificate. Renewing rental licenses is easy with CitizenServe. We'll create a custom report to send regular mail or email with instructions to renewing rental owners. Owners can submit their renewal and payment through the online portal, and you can review and approve all renewals in CitizenServe. Here's an example of the vacation rental license renewal email. Remember, this can be configured to your specifications. When the rental owner receives the notification email, they click on the link to access the Citizen portal. In the Licensing Renewal section, simply click the rental license to renew. Then complete the required fields, submit the renewal, and enter a payment. And this is a little of how CitizenServe can support your short-term rental registrations and renewals. For more information, to schedule a live demo or to check out pricing, visit citizenserve.com or click this video. And thanks for watching.